I want to recognize and thank a few groups in the house that made tonight possible. So the Sharon Heights staff, the servers, the farmers, everyone that participated in making your meal tonight, and for the hospitality. Thank you, Sharon Heights. I also want to recognize members of our 35th anniversary committee. You all helped make this evening a success. Give them a round of applause, please. Thank you, thank you. I'd like to ask, please, ALF board members and advisory council members to please stand up so we can recognize you. Come on now. Come on. These are my partners in crime, our champions. Thank you so much. And then finally, a huge thanks to the dream team staff of ALF Silicon Valley. Jenny, Akemi, Sumaya, Allison, Mark, and Richard. I'm so blessed to work alongside you all. They're pretty awesome. They're pretty awesome. Friends, I want to talk to you just for a moment about our legacy. 35 years. 835 senior fellows graduated. $3.5 million in tuition assistance granted. Immeasurable numbers of personal and professional awakenings, thousands of collaborations between change makers who were previously strangers. When I see that the Chief Equality Officer of Salesforce joined the Life Moves board, I know that's because the Life Moves CEO Aubrey Merriman was with Lori Castillo-Martinez as ALF classmates. When I see that a Shark Tank winner, for real, class 42, when I see that a Shark Tank winner became a partner at SV2, I know it's because SV2 CEO David Onek and Tony Lamb were ALF classmates. When I learn about the local vaccine equity policy being available as a model to other counties in California, I know it's because senior fellows Nora Campos, Dolores Alvarado, Raimundo Espinoza worked with ALF affinity group La Comunidad to exercise collective power, and in partnership with senior fellows Senator Dave Cortese and County Supervisor Cindy Chavez, who's here tonight, helped change that state policy. What I'm trying to say here, friends, is, God, you're hard to keep up with. I mean, nearly 70% of senior fellows in our last 5 classes have reported collaborations with their classmates. That's 75 people, influential leaders who were basically strangers before ALF and now have a fast-forward card with each other and are leveraging the network and their new leadership practices to do something good in their communities. So how do you quantify the ripple effect on a community? When leaders develop deep purpose, they develop empathy, they deeply understand the concepts of othering and belonging, and they start making decisions differently. ALF's real work, my friends, is putting the right people in right relationship with themselves and others so that they can do right by our communities. Over the last 12 months, since we saw each other last, ALF has held 200 senior fellow convenings, from affinity group gatherings to racial caucus meetings to retreats and speaker events. ALF Insights, led by Jenny Nicholas, continues to help cities, CBOs, and teams move through the toughest conversations to real solutions. Hey, and we graduated that class 42. And last week, our new facilitation team of Akemi Flynn and Dr. Byron Burkhalter held space for 28 new fellows, our biggest class ever, to tell their 7-minute stories. Welcome, class 43. 2 of those fellows pulled me aside during the day and said, God, Suzanne, I wish everybody could do this. Can you imagine what a better world we'd be living in? Yes. Yes, I can. In fact, that's what motivates me to scale ALF. Because if we're to heal this country, we must practice curiosity. We have to have the strength to listen and the courage to change, so that we do radical things like center our unhoused neighbors when we make decisions about homelessness, so that no neighborhood is disproportionately suffering from things like asthma and cancers and has undrinkable water because profits mattered more than people. So that a 16-year-old African-American boy doesn't get shot for ringing the wrong doorbell. Every day in this country is a wake-up call to start seeing each other as valued human beings. An opportunity to make different choices about how we're going to lead, every single one of us. When we summon the courage to hold up a mirror and decide that love has got to come first, every single time, that we are our neighbor's keeper, we can create a future distinct from the past, but it's going to take every single one of us. Every single one of us. I can tell you that ALF, we are committed to being a part of that healing. On March 1st, the ALF Silicon Valley Board of Directors passed a bold new 3-year strategic plan. First, we're going to broaden the circle of fellows by creating a deeper pipeline in both San Francisco and the East Bay, building to the possibility of launching a second annual fellows class in the next few years. Second, we will add new pathways for senior fellows to connect and activate, because you all have proven that that's where the magic happens. And our goal is that at least 75% of our network is connected into one or more ALF communities, where they can learn together, share resources, and collaborate on social and civic good efforts. And one of those activation opportunities, my friends, is writing a book together. I'm thrilled to announce A Guide to Human Citizenship, the ALF Way. Will feature a collection of 8 tenets that we have observed in great humans over our 35-year history, and the stories of over a dozen senior fellows who have lived them. Contributing authors include Mariko Sayak, Keith Kroc, Min Lei, Susan Ellenberg, and a dozen others. And our third and final pillar of this strategic plan is about strengthening and scaling the ALF movement. We look to expand ALF Insights facilitation work to help people have those difficult conversations and get to progress. We launched the ALF Way book and brand as a call to action for how we must lead in these extraordinary times. And this year, ALF Silicon Valley became the headquarters for ALF National. We've created a bold strategic vision for ALF National and assembled a council of advisors that does indeed include our founder, Joseph Jaworski. We're ready to move forward on our first big initiative, connecting and activating 5,000 senior fellows in 46 states for the first time in this organization's 40-year history. Imagine the collaboration possibilities. So the ALF legacy story, my friends, is still being written. Yeah, by you and I, by our intentions and our actions. While on a call last week, literally a pep talk from Joseph Jaworski, he reminded me of this quote. Whatever you can do or dream you can, begin it. Begin it. Because boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. What will your legacy be in these trying times that scream for our attention and our action? We are the ones we've been waiting for. Let's get to work, friends. Thank you.